cracking, YouTube? Welcome back to Meyer's Two-Stroke RC Garage. And today, guys, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be, as you can see, I got the pipe off the 40, and I normally, I don't know if you guys know me, but if you do know me, you know that I don't hardly, polish on my RC cars very often. But the weather's crap outside, and there's being a slow time for being able to rip and get them up and running and stuff. And I got some other plans coming for the Punisher as well, as far as cleaning and stuff. But right now, what we're going to do is we're going to be fixing up this pipe, the side pipe on it. And I've already done the 35, and I took this. I watched this guy on YouTube. I can't remember his name. I watched this guy on YouTube, and he cleaned his pipe up. And what he did was he used this LA's totally awesome. And what it is, it's a degreaser, and it's an all-purpose cleaner, and it doesn't have any acid or ammonia or anything like that. And it's, and I use it on that with some steel wool, and that's what he did. And I really like how the 35 pipe came out. I get a little aggressive over here on the Taylor part because I used the wire wheel on it. I don't know if I wanted. Hindsight being 2020, I don't know if I should have done that. I got a little aggressive with it because now you can see. It just doesn't match the rest of the pipe. And the reason I did that is because I didn't want, a bunch of rust down and around them letters. So, lesson learned. I think it probably would have came, just as clean, just if I would have had, a little bit more elbow grease down in them letters. But yeah, like I said, I already did to the 35 pipe. I did not do the header because I'm going to be putting a rear mount pipe on this. And when I take the pipe off, that's when I'll do the header. So that's what I got going on there, and like I said, I've already tried it on the 35 pipe, and I like the outcome. So we're gonna go ahead and do this and see what's going on with it. So why don't I get you guys down here closer to the bench, and we'll get to cleaning up this pipe.
All right, guys, I wanted to give you a little bit of close-up of this Taylor pipe. And like I said, I did not do the header yet. The header needs to be done yet, but I really, really like the outcome. And then you can see where I got a little aggressive on them letters, and it doesn't really match. But I, lesson learned, I said.
All right, so we're gonna start on polishing this thing up, and I'll show you what I do. I'm gonna wear these nitro gloves. These are 8mm nitro gloves. I got at Harbor Freight. I always like wearing gloves when I'm doing this kind of stuff. And I'm just gonna do the best I can get around, these spring holders. And I'm just gonna do my best at getting around that stuff, with the steel wool. And I got steel wool. I picked this up at my local Farm and Home. And then that's where I also got this LA's totally awesome. And then I picked up the 3-in-1 from Harbor Freight. So why don't we go ahead and start getting at this, and you can actually see, part of my cage is kind of melted on there. So we're going to just douse this up, and then we're going to clean it up with the steel wool. And what I'm doing is I'm just working sections at a time. Just concentrate on one section and then move around to the next one. Set it down there so it's a little bit easier to scrub on. almost as good as the day I got it. All right. So now I'm going to save this steel wool for the header. And I'm going to get me another piece. And I'm going to go over it again. And this is the steel wool I'm using. It's not actually steel wool. It's a steel bright pad. So now, like I said, we're going to go over it again. So we'll spray her down. All right, there we got the pipe. So now we can work on the header. Let me set this here. I'm gonna set this off to the side somewhere. Set it up here. Maybe it'll stay there. Yeah, it'll stay there. Till we get to the point where we need to oil stuff. So now we got our header. We're gonna do our header. And this, like I said again, these spring loop deals, those are gonna, I'm just gonna get around them the best I can. And the header, I mean, it takes the most, the brunt of all the heat. So we're just gonna do the best we can do with it and go from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and douse it up. Because we are going to douse it and polish it again. Do everything twice. And I know I could probably be, doing other things that can clean it better, but I'm just, like I said, for one thing, I don't polish on my RC cars much because I drive them all the time. And they're not showpieces. But, every now and again, get a slow downtime. That header ain't looking too bad. Still got a little bit of rust on it, so. And like I said, I'm not really concerned about up in here too much because that's just, it's just hard to get around and without taking a wire wheel to it. And then it won't match. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep using elbow grease, so. It's not perfect, but it's better than it was. So now, let me get this out of here. Now, we're gonna work on doing some oil. And I'm gonna wanna change my gloves. Okay. Now we have our expansion chamber.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life.
Alright, now let's put it on. Alright guys, we got her all finished up. We got the pipe oiled. We got her all steel wool sanded down and oiled up and cleaned up and got all the surface rust off of it. So that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Make sure if you liked it, you give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, guys, and you like what you see, you should probably do that because this is what I do. And by the subscribe button, there's a bell notification. Select that, select all. You get every upload I upload. And don't forget, if there's something on your mind, leave a comment in the comments section, guys. We will see you in the next one.